Hi everyone. You won't believe this, but over the past few years, I have learned video editing, script writing, researching, storytelling, and communication skills. But the most valuable skill I have learned was this: how to learn anything 10x faster. And trust me, whether you are in school, college, or trying to learn any new skills, this can genuinely change your life. The tips I am about to share are the exact tactics I personally use. So if you watch this till the end, you will have a proper system to learn anything faster and more effectively. First rule: know exactly what you want to learn and why. A lot of people start something just because they saw someone else doing it, like watching a successful YouTube creator and thinking, wow, they are getting views and earning money, I should start a channel too. But once the real work starts, scripting, editing, thumbnails, voiceovers, they quit. Why? Because their why was never strong enough. In my case, my reason was clear. I noticed that most self-growth creators were men, and as a girl, I couldn't fully relate to many examples they gave. That's when I realized girls also need creators who can guide and motivate them in a relatable way. And because I genuinely loved explaining complex things simply, I have started this channel. Maybe I get less views, but I didn't stop because my goal is not only money or numbers. I genuinely believe my content could help someone. So ask yourself, would you still do this even if you got no result in the beginning? If yes, your why is strong. Second rule: focus on what actually matters. Not every detail is important. Use the 80-20 rule. 80% of results come from 20% of efforts. For example, when learning English, don't start with thousands of grammar rules. Learn common phrases you will actually use daily. When I learned video editing, I first focused only on cutting clips, adding text, transitions, and sound effects because those were the most important things. Third rule: learn by doing. Watching tutorials alone won't make you any skill. Real learning starts when you practice. You can watch 50 videos about confidence, but until you actually speak in public, you won't become confident. Whenever you learn something, ask yourself, what did I learn today? And how can I practically apply it today? If you spend 1 hour learning, spend at least another hour implementing it. Fourth rule: break skills into micro skills. Every skill has smaller sub-skills inside it, and every time you complete a small part, reward yourself. It keeps your brain motivated. Fifth rule: teach what you learn. If you really want to master something, teach it. Because when you explain something others, your brain shifts into active mode. You organize your thoughts better and discover your weak points. Even if nobody is around, teach yourself in front of a mirror or pretend you are making a YouTube video. Sixth rule: make mistakes. Mistakes are proof that you are trying. When I started editing videos, I made terrible cuts and transitions, but that's exactly how I improved. You don't learn by trying to be perfect, you learn by fixing mistakes. Seventh rule: remove distractions. Learning is not about how long you sit, it is about how deeply you focus. One focused hour is more powerful than 3 distracted hours. And if starting feels difficult, use the 5-minute rule. Tell yourself, I will do this for just 5 minutes. Most of the time, once you start, you continue automatically. 8th rule: work on your weak points. Growth happens when you work on things you avoid. In school, I used to avoid chemistry because I found it difficult, but once I started focusing on it, my marks improved a lot. Comfort zones never create growth. 9th rule: sleep properly. Sleep is like the save button for learning. When you sleep, your brain converts short-term learning into long-term memory. That's why proper sleep and even short nap can seriously improve learning. And finally, believe that you can learn. Earlier, whenever I learned something with friends, I used to think they will learn quickly, but I can't. But mindset changed everything. So instead of saying I'm bad at this, say I'm not good at this yet, because the only thing truly stopping you is the belief that you can't do it. Change the belief and you can change your life. Now stop scrolling, put your phone aside and start learning, because nobody else can do it for you. Bye bye, my lovely people.